Alright, I've always been very vocal about what I say. Now, I don't know if I have been political, but I'm gonna be political now. Okay, here's my political video. Okay, I think that what the government is doing, as of the past few years, is the very opposite of what America was meant to be. Now, what the government has done is it says that we know what's best for you. We know what's good for you. Just let us do everything for you. I mean, it's got to the point where it's like a baby now. We'll change your diaper, we'll feed you, we'll clothe you, we'll bathe you. You don't have to do anything. Just let us do everything for you. That is America now. The people are the baby, and the government is the mom. The government thinks that we can't do a damn thing for ourselves. We're incapable of doing anything for ourselves. And sadly, I have to agree. We don't seem to be able to do a damn thing for ourselves. I was talking with my mother, and from what I understand, she doesn't have a job. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Like, I think her excuse is, I'm disabled. I can't walk no more. Well, I was told about, I think 3 days ago, that our mom came over to visit, so her legs walk, and she was typing on the keyboard, so her hands walk. So, what's the disability? Now, I have no doubt that she probably has some medical problem or whatever that makes it not likely, makes it unwise. But she has walking legs, walking hands. She seems capable of forming sentences, so what the fuck is the problem? What's the disability? What is keeping her from a job? Because, hell, a few years ago she had a business. And when I last saw her a few months ago, she obviously could move around. And that was only, I think, in May. So, unless something happened in the past few months, I don't know what fucking disability you have that prevents you from walking. The only disability that I know of that might keep you from walking is a disease called lazy. You might have that. You might want to get your doctor to check that out. And nowadays, businesses are like increasingly more at home. So it's not even like she has to leave the damn house. So that makes me wonder, what the fuck? Why can't you walk? Huh? There's hundreds, if not thousands, of home website-based businesses that you can do. I'm sure that one of them would be something up your alley. I admit that my mom has walked in her life. I know for a fact that in the past she's walked. And I know for a fact that my father walks. And I know for a fact that my aunt walked at one point. I know for a fact that my cousins walked at one point. So it isn't like my family's completely fucking lazy. They do get off their damn asses and they do shit. It's just, it's very sporadic. And oftentimes it's temporary. I've never known a family member that has had a job for any real length of time. Most cases they quit. They quit because, well, I don't like my boss. Well, I don't like my fucking people I walk with. Well, I didn't like going to fucking school, but I did. I didn't like going to fucking school and have teachers that didn't give a shit, but I did. I did for like 10 years. Before I felt like, you know what? Fuck this. My teachers don't give a shit. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go. Okay? I'm gonna just move on. I got shit that I can do. And I can do it much better at home and just look shit up if I need to than to sit in a fucking room with the teacher is talking to a student that should be in the other fucking classroom, down the damn hall, down the damn stairs, on the opposite damn end of the damn school, is instead chatting about what fucking paint she wants to use on her fucking house. I'm sorry, but when the fuck did this become a talk about home decorating? And then, like, I've heard teachers, like, say, well, we want to raise. Well, fucking walk. That would be a radical thought, I believe. Well, why don't you do that? Why don't you do your damn job, and then we might think about doing that. We might increase your pay if you do your job. And it seems to be a random thing. It just seems to be like, if you have a good teacher, you're a lucky motherfucker. I had a few good teachers. A few. And by a few, I mean like 2. Okay? I had a really nice gym teacher. I liked him a lot. He was a cool motherfucker. And when I had to move to a new school, I missed the motherfucker. I still miss the motherfucker. I wish I knew what his name is. I can't recall it. But, I liked him. He was a cool dude. I liked him. We butted heads a few times, sure. He accused me of shit that I didn't do. But, he was a cool motherfucker, and I liked him. When I was in high school, I had this hot, no joke, hot teacher. Hot. Supermodel hot. Like, hot enough that, like, I don't care if you were over 18, and I was not under, that I was under 18, you were, like, over 25. Pull the curtains down. Lock the damn door. Let's spend these 20 minutes doing something that I like to do. and what was nice was that we were all alone. There was nobody else. It was just me, a super hot motherfucking woman, in a nice lady room. Sadly, that didn't happen. What a guy can dream, right? If I can make a time machine, I'd be going back. I'd be like, going back, be like, hey, 16-year-old me, I bet you leave the damn room. Let the 22-year-old me have a little bit of time with this teacher. How about you just go to the library and read a book? Here's some meal plugs. Whatever you do, don't open the door. If you hear any noises whatsoever, no matter what, just don't open the door. Open the door in about half an hour to an hour and you should be good. But until then, just keep like a 50-foot away distance at all times for about half hour. Just place the earplugs in, play a song or something, read a book. But let's get back to the serious stuff. It's like it amazes me how like vocal people will be, and then it's like, we'll get out in the streets and actually do something. No, I'm busy. I got lunch. I got clothes. But you would literally just scream your head off about how the government is tyrannical and that it should change, and that you'd stand up against the tyrannical government. But my clothes needed folding, and I want to watch my TV show that comes on in about half hour. So instead of doing anything, you're just like, well, I'm gonna fight the government, man, on my computer, man. And then when it actually comes to doing something, it's like, I'm busy. You know, I have to go shopping for AIDS. I gotta fold my clothes. I got a TV show to watch. You know, I have to be on a live stream in 10 minutes. I just don't have time. You don't have time? You don't have time in your life. You can't just push shit aside for 5 fucking minutes. Stand up for something you believe in? No, I gotta watch the stupid show. Fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. Like, I admit, I've never been in a fucking protest. But then again, there's never been a protest that I know of that's anywhere near where I live. And I doubt that even if there was, that many people in this fucking city would do any damn thing. When I actually watched a video, it was about the people that voted for Obama. And I can honestly say, my mom and I do not like the motherfucker. He's fucking stupid. He's tyrannical. He's doing shit. He's destroying this nation. Okay, up and down, that's the truth. No matter how you slice it, he's destroying this nation. Constant damn wars. I mean, he fucking made a promise to the people that I'm gonna remove the soldiers. That was one of your fucking campaign promises. I'm gonna pull out the troops. We ain't gonna be fighting this damn war no more. A couple months ago, I'm pretty sure I found an article that said something about extending the United States presence in the Middle East until like 2026. Mr. President, extending our presence is not withdrawing our troops. I don't know what fucking reality you live in. It's just not how it works. You pull men out, you don't put them in. That's the opposite of what you fucking said you were gonna do. I mean, it amazes me. It really does. That this president can do all these tyrannical fucking moves. He fucking traded a traitor for high-level Al-Qaeda He didn't even tell Congress. It's like, no, okay, I'm gonna trade this one guy who is a traitor, who turned against his nation, and I'm gonna be like giving like 3 or more known anti-American high-level enemy individuals. Do you suck at math? Do you fucking suck at math? We got one guy. One fucking guy. You gave them like 5. Do you not see a problem with this? Do you not see a problem with this? You gave them like 4 or 5 motherfuckers. We got one guy. I don't know how this fucking makes sense to you, but somewhere like this was what you... What the fuck, man? Your job, your fucking job, Obama, is to protect the nation. To protect it. That is your job. Okay? That's why we put you in power. That's why we put you in the Oval Office. That's why every fucking politician since the founding of this nation, that is how you got in here. Because we, the people, put you there. So how about you fucking do your damn job that we fucking hired you to do, or get the fuck out. Because I didn't fucking vote for you. If I knew the shit that you'd be doing in your second term, I don't care who else, a piece of shit. A fucking piece of shit. I would have voted for a piece of shit. If a piece of fucking shit was put on the ballot, I'd vote for the piece of shit. Every day of the week. If there was a dead, rotting dog on the ballot, I'd vote for the dead, rotten dog. Hell, I would have voted for a woman. And let's double it. I would have voted a black woman. And we know what would have fucking happened if that happened. Shit would have been... We'd probably be in World War V by now. Because I would imagine that King Jong-un or whatever the fuck would have been like, well, I'm gonna start sharing. And the black woman would be like, oh hell no. Oh hell fuck no. You ain't shorting shit with me. That shit ain't happening. Imagine if you got a black woman in office. Oh God forbid. Oh fuck God. Oh Lord have mercy on us. If there was ever, if a black woman ever became president, I'm making my damn self a fucking bunko. I am buying me a lifetime supply of food and ammo and guns. Because there's gonna be a damn nuclear thermal war in about a month. I am buying myself all the food that I can get. I am buying myself a gun, get myself a bunch of shit. I'm getting underground, and I am protecting myself. Because you know what happens if a woman ever becomes president. White, black, Mexican, doesn't fucking matter. We be entering World War III when her time of the month comes around. So if there was ever a woman that becomes president, can you please be old enough to not have a fucking period, please? Can you just be old enough where that shit is dried and is useless now? That'd make me feel a little bit better about having you in office. As if your menstrual cycle just ended. And it's done. That period of your life is over. And we don't have to deal with your hormones being out of whack. Because if you still have a fucking period, I am getting in a bunker. And I am not leaving. I'm joking, okay? I'm having fun. Don't take shit fucking personal, okay? I'm just having fun. I'm making a video about my political feelings, but I'm also gonna be throwing in some jokes. I'm just having fun. But seriously, okay? Can this nation just not elect a black African American woman? I think we should just make that just something we accept, okay? Let's just not do it. We've seen what happens when you've elected a black man. What do you think would happen when you elect a black woman? Okay? We already see what's happening. And if you don't, YouTube videos are there. Everywhere, just look it up. Police beating people, police shooting people, police killing people, police invading homes without warrants. The government spies on you. This isn't new. This is over a decade old. It's even fucking public. This shit's public now. The government doesn't even deny it anymore. Yeah, we spying on you. For your own good. Excuse me. How the fuck is it for my own good if you know that one of my usernames is Sexy Daddy? How is that helping me? How is that keeping me safe? That's not actually one of my names, okay? Don't fucking be like, Sexy Daddy? No, okay. That might be someone's username, but it ain't mine. Okay? But it's like, how the hell does that help me? Like, at all. How does it help me that you know that I watch gigabytes worth of porn? How? How does that in any way, shape, or form keep this nation safe? Oh no! Fucking George over here has 100 gigabytes of lesbian porn. It's a danger to national security. How? I mean, yeah, he's kind of a pervert, but how the fuck is him having 100 gigabytes of lesbian porn a danger to the national security? Especially, how the fuck's a 5-year-old a danger to an airplane? I mean, I can understand, like, a 10-year-old. Yeah. I mean, it might be a little excessive, but a 10-year-old, sure. You know, a parent could have a bomb, like a small bomb, capable of at least punching a hole in the airplane. Sure. A 2-year-old or a 3-year-old, come on now. That's a little excessive. I mean, come on. What is a 3-year-old gonna do to the airplane? Jack shit. Okay. A 10-year-old could just hold his hand out like this, and the kid would be neutralized. The kid would be like, let me go. And it's like, and the 10-year-old would be like, no. You're just going to sit there and be good. And the airplane will be safe. We're not talking about 25-year-old men. These are little fucking kids. Not even old enough to go to school yet. And you got this like woman patting them down like a fucking prisoner. Like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, what the fuck? What do you plan on finding on that 5-year-old? Seriously. You expect a 5-year-old to have a fucking nuke? Or some homemade explosive? Yeah, my fucking Play-Doh is gonna blow up the plane. My Jello. Seriously, my fucking Jello? Some of the shit that they've banned on airplanes make no goddamn sense. Like, I'm pretty sure you can, like, look this shit up. What you can't have on an airplane. I'm probably sure you can't have Jello anymore. Jello? What the fuck can I have Jello? What the fuck am I gonna use Jello for? Except to eat. Oh, look, Tom. We got ourselves a Jello bomb. When this thing goes off, this Jello is just going everywhere. Oh my god, really? Can you even have orange juice on an airplane anymore? Is that banned? I don't fucking know. I'd imagine that orange juice is banned on airplanes now. Maybe even toothpaste. Can you even have soap on an airplane now? Is soap banned? I want to know. Can I have a fucking bowl of soap? Can I have Jello? Can I have toothpaste? Can I have a toothpick? Or is a toothpick a dangerous weapon? Let me tell you this. If I ever have to fly anywhere, if I ever have to get on an airplane, and I have a motherfucker thinking that he's gonna grab me and look at me and pat me, like, okay, if you're gonna fucking pat me down, can you at least get that woman to do it? Because I don't fucking roll like that motherfucker. If I'm gonna get patted down, I want that woman to fucking do it. Because I don't want no 250 fucking pound, greasy, bald man doing it. And if you touch me in the balls, my foot goes up your ass. And it's going to require a damn saw to remove it. So unless you want a foot up your ass, keep your hands above the waist. Because I can goddamn guarantee you, there ain't nothing down there. Nothing down there that you need to be finding. That's the truth. But it's like, people bitch, they don't do anything. It's easy to say, well, I'm upset, I'm going to do something on a keyboard. It really is. It's like saying that I'm a Christian. Okay? How much of the Bible have you read? Well, all of it. Okay. Then, what does that mean? What does this passage mean? I don't know. Well, you read the damn book. You should at least understand what it might be. Right? Like, I've talked to a lot of religious people. And I found that most of them don't read the damn thing. They pick at what they like. And that's what the government does. The government picks what it likes. And then it just buries everything else. It's funny when you have a patriot that says something and makes it public knowledge. You have some intelligent people. You have patriots that say, yes, that's what, that's a patriotic man. He showed what the government was doing. That the United States was spying on you and you and you. But then you have the traitors like, well, he's a traitor. He shouldn't have shown the United States people what the government was doing to them. The government should just be allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. They're the government. They know what's best. We have seen what the government does when it's unchallenged. We've seen it in 1860. We're seeing it now. When the government is allowed to do whatever the fuck they want, with an absolute disregard to law, liberty, and freedom. Liberties just get tossed aside willy-nilly without a care. You've seen it in 1860, and we're seeing it now. You might deny it. You might say, well, that's nonsense. Is it really? Is it? In 1860, Abraham Lincoln sent Union troops down south to fortify a position, a Union base in the South. And the South government basically said this: you are to remove your soldiers immediately. He did not. He actually reinforced. Abraham Lincoln knew what he was doing. He knew that he was going to have a war. He knew that this war was going to cost a significant portion of life. But he did it anyway. And I just find it kind of funny, really, that he's idolized. This man that illegally sent Union troops, that essentially allowed the Union soldiers, black and white, to basically sexually assault and kill innocent civilians at random, willy-nilly, without a care. A president that knew damn well what Sherman was doing. Abraham Lincoln knew that this man was burning homes, destroying crops, raping and killing women and children, unchecked and unchallenged. And not only is Abraham Lincoln revealed as a patriot, as a hero, as a man to idolize, the man has a giant statue at the Capitol. Really? We don't have giant statues of Hitler. We don't have people that dress up as Adolf Hitler and have children be like, yay, yay. No, but we have people that dress up as Abraham Lincoln, and you got at least 5 and 6-year-old kids be like, yay, Lincoln, yay. You know what would have happened if Abraham Lincoln had lived? The African Americans would have been deported. Yeah. They would have probably been deported to Africa. What do you think would have happened then? You think they won't just be sold off again? There's still slavery in this war. It's isolated, but it does exist. You honestly believe that had John Wilkes Booth not assassinated the 16th President of the United States, that you'd still have black people here and in any significant... No. They would have been deported like 100 years ago. You might have black people still around, but it would have been a significant lower amount. you'd probably have about 10% of the black population that we have now still here. If that many. I would imagine that all of the black people would have been removed from this country. So, yes, John Wilkes Booth assassinated the president. But by doing so, the current president, Obama, has had a chance to become the most powerful man on the face of this earth. All because about 100-some years ago, a white man assassinated the president. Yeah, I know it might be, kind of, in this day and age, kind of not politically correct, but I've never been politically correct. I've been historically correct. I'd rather be historically correct by the history, than politically, because political policy changes. A couple years ago, gay marriage was frowned upon. Now it's accepted. What do you think is going to happen in 100 more years? In 100 years, it probably will be acceptable to see black presidents of the United States, Mexican presidents, Asian presidents. And while I'm okay with that, that's just something you have to understand. Policy changes. What was frowned upon 100 years ago isn't. What was frowned upon 20 years ago isn't. Marijuana is legal in some places. In 50 years, it might be the entire country. It might be legal to have marijuana in all the states. Hell, it might even be acceptable to do it in public. You probably could, in 50 years, just walk down the street with a giant bag of marijuana, or whatever the hell you do with marijuana. You put it in a pipe? What the fuck do you do with marijuana? I'm not sure. It might be socially acceptable for a man to walk down the street with multiple women on his arm and nobody will raise an eyebrow. No one will question, why does that man have multiple wives? It might be politically acceptable. Hell, it might even be socially acceptable. I mean, hell, nowadays it's acceptable for a black man to be with a white woman. A white man to be with a black woman. In the 50s, that wasn't so. It was frowned upon. Now it's socially acceptable. Gays are accepted now. That's just reality. No matter how much you might despise interracial marriage or gay marriage, it is now acceptable in some places. And I'm okay with that. There are some people that probably aren't, but you know what? Life happens. Shit happens. And this is something we'll just deal with. Like everything else. But what I'm seeing is an absolute unwillingness to fight for the things that are truly worth fighting for. I see a complete lack of any patriotism in anybody anymore. What happened to USA? 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 What happened to those men that would walk proud with the American flag and be like, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. This is who I am. I'm not hiding it. What happened to those men that would proudly, defiantly hold up the Confederate battle flag? Like, this is who I am. I ain't changing. I ain't hiding. I ain't changing. This is who I am. This is what I fight for. You don't see that anymore. What you see is people that will fight on a keyboard over insignificant, stupid, worthless, pointless shit, instead of fighting for what's important. Let's think beyond ourselves. Let's think about other people. Because the enemy's not overseas. It's not the Arabs. It's not the Russians. It's not the fucking Koreans. It's the government. That's the enemy. And it's an enemy that has gone unchecked for years. This country is about freedom. That's something that is just part of its DNA. It's essentially its motto. America is the freest nation. It's the nation that embraces freedoms. And what do you see? When you protest, you're surrounded by officers. When the government decides that's enough, you have to go. If you refuse, you are a traitor. You are a terrorist. If you are a patriot, if you believe in the founding fathers, if you believe in the Second Amendment or any amendment, you are a terrorist. I'm like, what is the definition of a terrorist? It's someone that causes terror. How the fuck is believing that the Second Amendment is something that the government can't remove? And I see this all the time. Well, my son was killed by guns, so we should... You are a biased fucking voice. You have a personal vendetta. Your son was killed. Your best friend was killed. Of course you're going to say let's remove guns. Of course you're going to say let's restrict guns. You're fucking biased. Of course you're going to say that. Like you would say let's keep guns. Let's make it easier for people to get guns if a gun saved your life, or saved your best friend's life, or saved your level. Your wife, your husband, your son, your daughter. If a gun was responsible for saving your life, it would stand to reason that you would stand for gun owners, like you would stand against them if the same was the opposite. If your son, your daughter, your wife, your husband, your best friend, was killed, it would stand to reason that you stand against them. If you are a victim of gun violence, what you say is biased. And we can't allow a biased voice, a biased voice to be the voice that is heard. That's just no. What we have to have is neutral. We have to have people that don't care one way or the other, so that when they cast their vote on these things, it's true. It's an honest, neutral stance. You're looking at what has been shown, what is offered to you, and you are weighing the pros and the cons on a neutral ground. You don't care if it goes, it happens. You don't care if it doesn't. You are looking at what it is, and you are weighing the pros and cons, and you are deciding, should this happen, or should this be struck down? if you are a person that has had a bad experience with guns, you're going to vote no. You're going to vote guns should become harder to get. They should be restricted to these things. And people that have been saved by guns are going to say the opposite. So what we need to do is have people that have had no positive or neutral experience. They've had no experience whatsoever, so that when these things happen, you're looking at them from a neutral position. That's what should happen. Because any of the other two sides, they're biased. And whatever they choose, it's biased. It's tilted towards that particular bias. And so it's not true. It's not honest. It's an illusion. Okay. My mother says that people who come here illegally should immediately have to become citizens. I agree. But that's not happening. We're just allowing people into this country. Not only are we allowing people to just walk the fuck in, but then we let them stay. And I understand that, like, early 1900s to probably 1930s, that was where you got most of the growth. But allowing people to just walk in is a danger. It's one of the things that I support the government doing. We need to shut down that border. And not just the south one, but the north one. We need to cut illegals to an amount that is acceptable. But we're not. It's essentially, let's just open the damn shit at this point. Because we don't even fucking have a border right now. In my perspective, it's like the government's essentially just, okay, just come on in. I mean, you might as well just lay off all the fucking people that are supposed to be defending the damn border because you ain't doing your damn job. You just let, I don't know how many motherfucking Mexicans and Cubans in, so the fuck are we paying you for? The fuck are we paying? Where's our tax dollars going? It sure as hell ain't going to people that can do their damn jobs, that's for damn sure. Alright. I'm done. And in conclusion, if you believe that this government is doing shit it shouldn't, do something. Don't just talk about it. Don't just complain about it. It's do it. If you believe that it's time to take a stand, take a stand. And I'm not talking take a stand on the computer. I'm talking take a stand out there in front of the government buildings of your town and your city. What your mayors, your congressmen and women, and constantly demand for a change every day until it happens. Don't stop. Don't slow it down. You are what is going to decide the policy of this nation. You. You are going to decide where this country goes. You elect these people. You have the power. Fucking use it. It's time that we take this country back. It's time that we bring this country to what it's supposed to be. It's time that we make this country what we want it to be for our children and their children. It's time we shape this country to be what it's supposed to be. So that we don't have these spy programs on us. Okay? With all this BS about why they're doing it. Because what they're doing is illegal. Point fucking simple. It's that simple. What they're doing is illegal. What police officers are doing when they just walk in your damn house without a search warrant, that's illegal. Okay? But of course, we're doing it for you. We're doing it for your benefit. Don't worry about what we're doing. Don't worry about why we're doing it. Just go to the mall and you buy your fucking shit. And while you're wasting your money on shit you don't need, we're going to pass these laws that take away even more freedom, even more civil liberties, even more of your civil rights. Just go shop, watch TV, eat potato chips, complain to your ex-girlfriend about why she's a slut, or whatever the hell it is that you do, while we go and take everything that's important. You know, civil liberties, civil rights, freedom. You don't think that's happening? Patriot Act. Patriot Act. You think that we didn't know about this? You think we didn't know about the possibility that we were going to get attacked? Oh, come on now. Not only did we know that we were going to get attacked, we expected it. And yet, why the hell did it take so fucking long to get airplanes in the air when one of the towers got hit? Why did it take so goddamn long for the clearance to fire on these planes? You might say, well, throughout all the chaos, they didn't want to shoot down planes that didn't have didn't have terrorists on them. Sure, but if I was in a position of power, okay, and I saw that a giant fucking plane just flew into a building in a major city of my country, I'd be like getting planes in the air. I would have gotten planes in the air 5 fucking minutes ago. And I'd be like, okay, if you suspect any fucking thing with reasonable suspicion, that you have the go-ahead to at least give them a firing warning shot. Okay? If they still don't do what you tell them to do, then you can shoot them down. That's what I would have fucking done. I would have been like, okay, if you think that this place, the plane is hijacked, I want you to shoot a single shot right next to them. To show them that you're serious. And the next one is not going to miss. It's going to hit. And that if they still don't do what you tell them, shoot them out of the damn sky. But what we shouldn't have done is spend a fucking decade in a damn war that we didn't need. We fucking killed Osama bin Laden, and we were still fucking there. If I remember, we got that motherfucker in 2004, 2005, and we were still fucking there. Years later, when we got Osama bin Laden, what, in 2011, 2012? We're still fucking there. Not only were we still there, but then the president, in his all God wisdom, decided let's extend it another decade. Oh, god damn, man. You lied to the people. And then he got reelected. Oh, damn. And then it was funny how the reason why he was voted. I watched a YouTube video. Why did you vote for Obama? He's black. Like me. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Oh, I was like, pause the damn video. You voted for him. Why? He's black like me? Oh, dear God. Oh, not because of his policies, not because of what he would do, but because he's black. You're black. No. 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 Fuck no. You don't. No. This is one of the. This nation allows you to vote. Okay, you realize that? Do you realize that? This nation lets you choose who runs this country. Not just the president, but the mayor, the councilmen, women, every fucking body. Everybody in Congress you chose. You handpicked. You realize that? You realize how much power you have? And the deciding factor, the thing that made the decision for you, is skin color. The fuck is wrong with you? I watched this video, and when that fucking... The fuck is the matter with you? Seriously, there were people that would kill to be able to have that freedom. And you fucking make the decision because he's black like you? God damn it, you fucking idiot! You wasted your damn vote! Instead of choosing a man because of what he would do in office or his policies, you picked him because he's black. Would you have elected him if he was white or Mexican? Oh, God. I was like, this country's fucking doomed. Ah, damn. Oh man, I'm done. I'm sorry. I know that I said I was done like 8 minutes ago, but I'm done now.